This is a WAEC 2023 cost question. Focus on this, the cost function.
This WAEC question looks long, but I will solve everything step by step. Everything comes from this formula. So let's start with the first question. Now, the first question says, calculate the total cost in dollars of producing I 18 units, II 36 units. Now, if you remember, the question told us that C is equal to total cost. So our cost function is equal to total cost. Now, at 18 units, total cost is equal to 30 plus 4. We substitute the value of Q to 18. Now this will give us 30 plus 4 times 18 will give us 72. When you add it to 30, that will give us 102. So the total cost at 18 units is equal to $102. Now let's go to II. II says at 36 units. Now, total cost will be 30 plus 4 times, we substitute the value of Q to 36. And this will give us 30 plus 4 times 36 will give us 144. And when you add up, this will give us 174. So the total cost at 36 units is $174. Now let's go to the B question. The B question says we should calculate the average cost in dollars of producing I 28 units, II 45 units. Now remember that there is a formula for calculating the average cost. Let us state it first. So this is average cost is equal to total cost divided by output or quantity. So let's start with the first one, I. I says at 28 units. So our average cost will be, now remember that this is our total cost, so it becomes 30 plus 4 times 28 divided by output, which is 28. Now this will give us 30 plus 4 times 28 will give us 112 divided by 28. Now when you calculate, add and divide, let's divide this. This will give us, with our calculator, this will give us 5.07. So therefore our average cost at 28 units is $5.07. Now let's go to II. At 45 units. So our average cost will be equal to 30 plus 4 times the value of Q, 45 here, divided by output, which is 45. And this will give us 30 plus 4 times 45 will give us 180 divided by 45. And this will give us, now let us use our calculator to divide after adding, because already this will give us 210. So 210 divided by 45 will give us 4.67. So the average cost at 45 units is equal to $4.67. Now let's go to the next question, which is C. Now the C question says, what is the marginal cost in dollars of producing 28 units? Now this is the shortcut that many students miss. Now, whenever you are given a cost function, the marginal cost is the coefficient of Q, which is quantity or output. The coefficient of Q is the marginal cost. So, therefore, MC is equal to $4. So let me state it out. So that is it. So once you are given the cost function and you are asked to calculate the marginal cost, so the marginal cost is the what? The coefficient of Q. That's it. Let's go to the next question, which is D. So the D question says, determine the profit made from producing 45 units when the market price is fixed at $5 per unit. So we are asked to calculate the profit. So let's state the formula for profit. Profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. So note that total revenue is equal to price times quantity. So from the question, our price is $5 times quantity given to us is 45 units. Now when you do the multiplication, this will give us $225. So the total revenue is $225. Now what about our total cost? Now our total cost at 45 units has been solved earlier, and we had 210. So our total cost is equal to 210. So therefore our profit is equal to 225 minus 210. Now when you do this calculation, you are going to get $15. So our profit is $15. Now let's go to the next question, which is the last question, E. E question says, determine the fixed cost of the firm. Explain your answer. Now note that fixed cost is when output is 0. So fixed cost is when output is 0. So therefore, we are going to substitute that value in the cost function. Therefore, fixed cost is equal to, so we are going to have it as 30 plus 4 times 0. And this will give us 30 plus 0. And this will give us $30. So the fixed cost is $30. Now, in summary, you substitute to get the total cost. We divide to get the average cost. Our marginal cost is $4. Our profit is $15. And our fixed cost is $30. WAEC questions like this are very easy if you understand the formula That is it. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Asaji Tutorials. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful day.